Hi everybody, it's Mr. Berkey. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I'm going to be working you through what we're going to be doing for writing today. First, we're going to read the directions just like we do every time. 1. Watch the video. You're already doing it. Great job for you. 2. Read the example one more time. So we're going to read through the example once, and I want you to read it through one more time. You'll just click on example like we've always done. And then 3, we're going to read 3's directions later when we actually do the writing, because I want time for that. Now I'm going to open up our example right here in this document, which is a little bit different than the way you'll see it. I'm doing it this way so that I can write on the document. I'm going to read you the example, and then we're going to talk about what you need to do in your own writing today. This is a poem called Harlem, and it's written by Langston Hughes. He was alive from 1902 to 1967. This is a picture of Langston Hughes. He wrote a lot about racism and the systemic things that needed to change in our country in order to allow people to be looked at the same way, and in order to allow people to be represented in the same way in media and in the world. We're going to go ahead and read through this poem. The title Harlem is a place. Harlem is a place, and it's where Langston Hughes wrote most of his poetry, in Harlem. It is the place that he grew up in and the place that he lived throughout most of his poetry. I'm going to go ahead and read you the poem, and I'm going to stop at points, and I'm going to tell you what certain words mean that you might not know, okay? What happens to a dream deferred? Raise your hand if you know what deferred means. If you don't, that's okay. Deferred means that it's put off to the side. It's put away. So it's not something that you can do. A dream that's put away. That means it's not something that you can try to become. It's not something that you can try to get to. It's kind of gone. Put away. I'm going to write that over here to the side. And then I'm going to keep on reading. Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? I'm going to underline raisin in the sun, because when we are writing our poems, I need you to use imagery like this. This is a detail. This is a detail that goes with taste. Please make sure that you have taste details in yours. He's comparing something to a raisin in the sun, shriveled up and kind of ugly. Raisins are kind of ugly, right? So a dream deferred is kind of ugly because it's gone. It's not something that we can try and get to. Or fester like a sore and then run. Does that sound good or bad? It sounds bad. Whenever I have a sore, when I have a cut and it festers, that means that it gets really icky and pussy. Is that pleasant? No. So he's saying that a dream deferred, something that's put away that we can't get to, is a sad thing. We're going to keep going. I really want you to look at how he's using questions. You can also use questions in your poems. Does it stink like rotten meat? Again, this is a taste. Does rotten meat taste good? No, it's icky. Or crust and sugar over, like a syrupy sweet. Does this sound like it would taste good? I like sweets, but this syrupy sweet sounds kind of gross with all of these nasty things. Maybe it just sags, like a heavy load. Or does it explode? Wow. So Langston Hughes is talking about a dream that's put away that we can't reach, and it might just explode. Why do you think that a dream that we would put away would explode? Maybe it's because it would boil up inside of you, all of your anger and rage, because you're not able to do what you really want to do, because people aren't letting you do what you want to do. That's Mr. Berkey's interpretation. If you have a different interpretation, that is totally fine. Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to underline in blue the first 2 lines that rhyme. Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Which words rhyme in there? Run, ooh, and sun. I'm going to find some more words that rhyme. Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Sweet and meat rhyme. So Langston Hughes is rhyming. Is he rhyming every line like we did yesterday? No, he's rhyming when he wants to. Let's read the last ones and see if we see any more rhymes. Oopsies, Mr. Berkey made a mistake. Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? What rhymes there? Load and explode, because they both end in ode. Load, oh dear, and explode. I'm sorry that you can't really see a lot right now. Today's writing, we will be writing our own poems about a place. Langston Hughes wrote about his place. Now, Mr. Berkey is going to show you an example of what you're going to do today, and you're going to see the place that Mr. Berkey grew up in. Okay, I'm going to read these directions really quick because we don't have a lot of time. Write a 5-line poem about a place that you love. Think about how the place makes you feel, what it smells like, how it looks, how it sounds, and what food is there. The title of your poem should be the name of your place. Can you rhyme? The can you rhyme is an extra bonus. If you do it, you'll get bonus points. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, first up, who wrote the poem? Who wrote the example poem? Langston Hughes. Done. Title. What's the place that you love? The place that Mr. Berkey loves, the place that I grew up in that I know a lot about, is West Lafayette, Indiana. So I'm going to write 5 sentences, 5 lines of poetry. I'm super excited for this. Did you notice how I scrolled down? I scrolled down using the scroll bar. Okay? Here we go. Number 1. What's one thing about West Lafayette that I loved? I really want you to make sure that you think about how the place makes you feel, what it smells like, how it looks, how it sounds, and what food is there. So I'm going to start. Grandma and I baking cookies and pancakes in her kitchen. 1 line. That's one thing that happened in that place. Tulips planted in the garden with my dad. That's another thing. That's something that I saw and something that I felt. I felt the dirt. I felt putting those tulips in. Now, I want to think about some smells that I could smell. And I might try and rhyme something. Fire in the backyard to get rid of trash. And boy, did it smell bad. Guess what? I rhymed a line. I rhymed dad with bad. I'm going to keep going. What's something else? I talked about how something smelled. I talked about how something felt with the tulips. I talked about baking, so that's another feeling. What's something that I saw? Blue skies and flat land for corn and soybeans. Now I want to talk about something I hear. Trains going by, going somewhere new. That's my poem about West Lafayette, Indiana. You're going to be writing your own today. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Please try and use all 5 of your senses. Your sight, your smell, your taste, your hearing, and how something feels. You got this. And if you have any questions, please call me at 765-586-2097. Good luck, and on Friday I'm going to have you do another video if you want to. Bye-bye.